operations, there may be some kind of or some group blood is required. The doctor, he will not start the operation, the blood may be coming in on the way. They cannot do it. But everything should be there in their presence, then he will start. Then he will confirm. Because these are all the example for the zero trust system. Because you cannot believe anybody, the oral words. Because the thing should be there, then only you have to start. Similarly, if the zero trust system is there, you can protect 100%, you can protect your resource. So if it is in that cyber security, that should be a zero trust system. Okay. So shift from purely external attack to internal attack and human centric threats. Please you understand that the last sentence is very, very important. அதாவது வந்து தமிழில் சிம்பிளாக சொல்லப்போனால் என்னென்னா, முன்னாடியெல்லாம் வெளியிலேருந்து திருடிக்கிட்டு இருந்தான், இப்போ உள்ளேயே திருடுறான். அதோட மீனிங் அதுதான். முன்னாடியெல்லாம் எப்படின்னா திருடன்னா வெளியிலேருந்து வருவான், இப்போ வந்துட்டு என்னென்னா நம்ம கூட இருக்கிறவன் திருடுறான். அதான் தட்ஸ் வாட். Because shift from purely external attack to internal attack. Then the human centric threats also increasing. Because a person, he wants to leave the company. Before leaving, he will damage many things. Understand? Because in our institute, we used to conduct the NCC camp. We will provide the facility. The camp in the 10 days, they will conduct so many other competitions. Because those people are, whatever the people who loses, who couldn't make it, they will damage the bathroom doors, wash basin, patients, tap, so many things. This is an example for the insider threats. Because the person, he is not happy, but he will do that. Whatever it is available, he will damage. Similarly, the IT infrastructure also, that is one example. For example, there may be a company, he may apply some tender or he may apply something. Suppose he didn't get it, what he will do that? If he is possible or if he has some intelligent, he will hack the server, he will hack the system, he will hack the website. This is one example for that threats. Understand? Suppose if the person hack the system, hack the server, hacks the website, definitely he might have the user account. Then only he can do that. Then only he will comes under the insider. Otherwise he is outsider. The person may be he may be a last user also. Because in that user, there are different way you can classify. There are some users may be super user. There are users may be administrator. There are some users may be mid-level users. There are some users may be end user. The person, he might have the username and password. Then he will enter, then whatever it is possible, he will damage. Okay. So that is also, nowadays it is increasing. Okay. So threat intelligence, we can classify in this way. This is what I told you, that this is already I told the external threat, internal threat. Internal threats may be an employee, privileged users. The privileged users in the sense, he has some way he can enter. He has some access. Okay. He has the username, password. He can able to enter in this website or the file or the system or whatever it is. External in the sense, it is totally new, outsiders. It's maybe hackers or malware, or through some other programs they will disturb. Okay. That is external threats and the internal threats. So these are all the example for the external cyber threats. Example, the malware, phishing attack, ransomware, advanced persistent threats, typically launched by the external actors, often detectable using threat security tools. Or through some other programs also or apps also they will create, they will pass. Okay. Because for example, many times we may are getting that the notice or alert from that the cyber security department. Because you don't open the link If some links coming, you don't open. So these are all the things, the external. Because their intention is to disturb the public. The intention is to disturb the organization. So they will pass some link. They will pass some unnecessary applications. That application will steal your mobile data. That application will steal the data or files which you stored in your login or in your mobile devices. Okay, that is called it as external cyber security threats. These are examples. Maybe you heard that some few years back there was some particular file, where the virus attacked very heavily. That's what the name is called it as ransomware. Because there was a heavy damage. I don't know that how many of you across such news. Okay, these are all the internal threats originated from the user's authorized access. Suppose, for example, sometimes in a house or in the things, we will give the key, we will give the permissions, they will disturb other things. All these things comes under insider threats. So it may be an employee, it may be an employee, contractor, or third-party vendor. Third-party vendor in the sense, only for some particular purpose they will come. While in the short duration also they will disturb something. For example, there may be a person, for example, a taxi driver. He may come and drop some person in that campus. He will do something. That is comes under third-party vendor. This is one example. Okay, there may be some housekeeping person also. Represent one of the greatest cyber security challenges. So these are all the challenges which we need to prevent. Okay. So in total in the insider, there are 5 types of insiders. One is intentional. So they have that intention. They decided to do something. That is intention. Collusive threats. But they want to hide, they want to do something. Okay, such kind of things. Then the third party threats. I told you that. Because there may be a contractors or they may not get it. They want to do something that. Then the malicious threats. So similarly the first one, intentional. The third, the last one is unintentional. Unintentional in the sense, for example, a person he opened the file. The person he opened the file, the other persons they saw that, they may be interested to do some misbehave such things. Because the last one, they don't have any purpose, but they don't know that the severity of the content or the value of the content. So in such a way that unintentional. Okay. I hope you understood the types. So why the insider threats are difficult to detect? The reason is that exploit legitimate users' privilege, leverage familiarity with the systems and the process, access sensitive data and legitimately, blend into normal user behaviors, often conventional security controls. Or apart from these points, why it is insider threat is very difficult to find out. The reason is that we believed, because when particular things are happened, that the people intention is to find anybody is not outsiders. They may have doubt with the outsiders, but the person is already inside. So we may have doubt with the others, but we may not doubt with the person sitting with us. So maybe it is over a period of time it can be identified. That is different, but it is very difficult to guess. Okay. These are all the examples. But again, the second thing is that, the second example is that we gave already the permission to do something, but he is misbehaving such things. But that is one case. Second thing is that we gave that the permission to do something, but he may not know that this is mistake. But unknowingly he will do such a type of mistakes. That way also the insider threat will come. Causes for the insider threats or reasons: the privileged misuses. For example, we gave the permissions, but they misused. For example, nowadays everybody's the mindset is that if you go to the government job, no need to work. Right? So here it means that it's a privileged users. They are taking, they are misusing that the position. Okay. Similarly, if you give some permissions, they have to use only the appropriate actions. Apart from this, the permission things, he may use involved in all other unnecessary activities. That is, the privileged users misuse. Similarly, I told you that the lack of awareness, because you should not share your OTP or the password to others, but you will share. That particular point, there may not be a problems, but later over a period of times, they will misuse. That is the lack of awareness. Then the weak control. Again, this is also weak control, because you may not able to handle it. So due to that, you are giving ATM card to others, you are giving password to others, then they are stealing. Okay. So they may not able to. For example, weak control, we can say that the person who is in the aged people also, because they need some help, the person who helps, they are misusing. Traditional security limitations. Okay. So in general, at the time of usages, we may not be alert. So once the damages comes, then we may be trying to sort out. That's what? The reactive rather than the proactive. It means that the preventive maintenance is very important than the breakdown maintenance. So we should be alert. If there is anything, only the authorized person has to alert. If you are giving it to the authorized person, there should be a mechanism to monitor the person, not only the permitting. So you have to monitor the users. Okay. Then the statistics rule-based deduction is insufficient, or whatever the mechanisms which we have already, this is not sufficient, because the intruders or the misbehaving or misusing, they are doing it in a different way. They are thinking in a very advanced way. So similarly, whatever the rule which we are applying, we need to update. For example, for your system, you may have very good system, but the system is old. You cannot use lifelong, because based on the current trend and technology, we have to adapt to the new things also. The same way, for security mechanism also, we have to enhance or adapt the new rules and regulations. Limited visibility to the user behavior, because we have that the limited way of monitoring, but within this outside he may do many things. So we have to be very alert to see full and full. Okay. The organization has leverages. These are all the different way. One is with respect to technical. That way we can do that. The technical in the sense, by using the tools and techniques, we can apply some. For example, even nowadays in all the places they are using the CCTV camera, because this was not the case before 5 years or 10 years. Nowadays, if you are going and giving a complaint to the police station, immediately they are asking that, do you have that any CCTV camera? Or if they are not asking also, they are trying to find out that the nearby places where the CCTV camera was fixed. Similarly, they have to use the technical facility through which they can control. Then the behavioral analysis. So the way they have to see that the user behavior, we can understand that he is not the right user, he is a different. For example, the behavioral analysis. In the road, there may be many vehicles come. Okay. The police, the traffic police, only they will capture those who don't have the license. Okay. Because they may not see that. They didn't see your packet. They didn't see your purse. but the way they behave, they will suspect that definitely he may not have either license or the proper RC book or the details. So based on the user behavior also we can able to predict, because if the person, whatever the files or the device he access, the genuine users, he will go and access the correct things. If it is the wrong users, definitely he will disturb unwanted things, right? Suppose a person he is coming within the campus or the student or the faculty, he may know that what is this room, he will not open. If it is outsider, definitely he may not know this purpose of this hall or purpose of this room. What he will do that? He will open and see that, or he may be trying to see in somewhere. So similarly, based on the user's behavior, we can understand something. Then the policy enforcement. If you want to use some particular resources, what should be the mechanism? They can give that the detailed rules and regulations through which we can do that. And similarly, if they have to educate the users, frequently they have to conduct the training, awareness, alert messages they have to give. For example, many times we used to receive the SMS message alerting the users. So don't do this. If you have any problems, you contact this number, you give the complaint. These are all the things they will send. Because this comes under the last one, user education and the training. Because we have to inform that the users or the public, giving that the awareness. If something is happened, to whom you should approach. Suppose if you miss the ATM card, to whom you should approach. You should give the bank, or you should give the online complaint, or you should block the account. Something you have to train. Okay. So that comes under education and training. All these things are there. Okay. So in this way, in a different way, we will mitigate. Okay. So the technical content, if it is the technical content, how they can do that? The access control mechanisms through which we can give this much things, only we can do that. For example, if you are going to the bank, only that the particular desk officer, he can recommend some amount of cash. If it is beyond the limit, what they will do that the manager has to permit, then only they will allow to withdraw the money. That is, they have to fix the limits, the access control mechanism. Then the privileged management, logging and monitoring system. Okay. So there should be a mechanisms, they can see that how much the files he opened, what are the files he opened. Because these are the things which can be get it from the server, such kind of things. Okay. So these are all the dashboards through which they can able to see that. Because that the individuals also, they can see that. For example, if you use the credit card, you can open and see that spend analyzer. Because there will be a graph through which you can see that how much amount you spend it for the fuel, and how much amount you spend it in the hotel, and how much amount you spend it in that online purchase. These are all the things. Similarly, these are all the different graphs which they used. Okay. So the behavioral analysis and anomaly detection. What I told you that if there is any different way the users are behave, through which we can identify, monitor normal and abnormal users, detect deviation from the baseline activities. The best example I told you that a person traveling without license, how the police captures. So definitely if he is not the real user, his behavior is different. He will not behave like a genuine user. Okay. So this will help to detect the threats. So if it is technically, we can say that used and unused pattern time he spent, unexpected service activities, what are the things he disturbed, the privilege escalation, anomaly detection. So these are all the things or the tools which we can helps to identify the user behaviors. Advanced analytics and enhance the threat detection, because through which we can identify that the usage pattern also will help. Through some modeling also we can do that. For example, these are all the things which we can do some machine learning, deep learning models. Okay. So what they can do that, these are all the way they can do that. How we can do that, the past history, how many users they came and they used, that is the data collection. Then the data pre-processing, there may be some data may be missing, that needs to be either eliminate or including filling those things. Then they have to extract the content from that data, then they can able to identify. I hope those who used the machine learning activities through which you can understand. Okay. If you have any doubt also from this, I can able to help. Okay. So here in this case, we can use that the AI facility to detect the threats. For these are all the way: proactive threat identifications, continuous learning and adapting, faster response system, enhanced protection against evolving the threats. So, because what we told that, even though if it is in that AI system or a machine learning system, we have to continuously understand that the user behavior and the user usage pattern. Sorry. So for this purpose, we can use the artificial intelligence techniques, either neural networks or the machine learning models. Okay. So the insider threat is the critical cyber security challenges. This happened due to that the digital transformation is increasing and the risk is also the complicated. Okay. The traditional methods are not sufficient. So due to that, we are going with the different technologies, behavior analysis, creating the new policies, okay, and creating awareness to the society, people. Okay, all these way we can do that. For that, we can use the technological things, artificial intelligence and machine learning to provide the powerful tools for the much modern threat detection techniques. Okay, there I will try my best. Madam.
Any doubts? At least a feedback, Adu. Actually, a true fact irukku theriyuma. Students who come forward always shine in their life. யாராவது ஒருத்தராவது ஃபார்வர்ட் வா. Both positive and negative feedback are welcome. No issue. But we need feedback. No one is ready to come forward. Shall I take that way? இவ்வளோ பேசி ஒருத்தர் வரலைன்னா இதுக்கு மேலே என்ன பேசணும்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. Okay, thank you for your insightful and valuable keynote address, sir. Thank you very much for coming and make this event a grand successful. Thank you.
I request our principal, Professor Dr. V. Anbalagan sir, to kindly present the memento and certificate to our esteemed keynote speaker, Professor Dr. R. Mohan. Also, I request our principal to honor our respected chairperson. A short pause can refresh the mind and renew the spirit. We will now have a short tea break and come back to the auditorium for a technical session at 12:15 p.m.
The future will be owned by those who are powered by knowledge and wisdom that transcends time. There is one place where such wisdom is imparted, building individuals to build the world. Welcome to
Vinayaka Mission's Research Foundation, deemed university.
the university with 27 constituent colleges delivers cutting-edge knowledge across various disciplines: medicine, engineering, architecture, management, health sciences, industry, measuring up to 135 courses of study, all covered across sprawling and student-friendly campuses. At any given point, there are 15,000 students studying in the campuses. With the vision of creating medical professionals who can meet the needs of the Indian and international communities, Vinayaka Missions University has made a significant contribution to the field of medicine. 4 colleges and hospitals in Salem, Karaikal and Puducherry not only groom students into medical professionals, but also ensure easy and affordable medical help to the local population. Beyond medicine, the university is a multicultural hub that has students gaining expertise in a wide range of fields. Our engineering courses are designed to give students comprehensive knowledge in all contemporary fields of study. Engineering and technology apart, Vinayaka Missions University is known for its courses in dentistry, pharmacy, homeopathy, nursing, allied health sciences, physiotherapy, architecture, arts and science, and management. Our libraries are well appointed and are a digital and physical resource for both students and faculty. Linked to the central online catalogue, students have access to over 145,000 books, 1,000 journals, and over 5,000 audiovisual aids. The hostel facilities at the campuses spell absolute comfort and provide the right ambience for self-study for the students. Our students are thoroughly encouraged in sports and cultural activities. Besides successfully participating in inter-university sports contests, our students have also excelled in cultural meets and festivals.
Building individuals to build a world, building hopes and dreams on earth at VMU. Friends to stay, VMU. Enjoyment to learn and play, showing the way ahead each day at VMU.
Vinayaka Missions Research Foundation, Salem.